It's Eden's Kurtz right here on your Classic Metal Show with Unbreakable. And this is Neeley, the Unbreakable Classic Metal Show host, along with my friend Chris Aiken.
That's right. And now my shit should be working. Is it working?
It is. You're working great.
I rebooted every goddamn thing in here, including the monitor.
Nice. Well, you just interviewed, what is his name, Paul Logue?
Paul Logue.
Logue? Is that how you...
Like Vogue, but Logue.
Paul Logue.
Yep.
I see these guys' names and how they're spelled, and you often wonder, how do you pronounce that?
Are you asking me?
No. I'm just saying that, I hate mispronouncing people's names.
Yeah. I asked Paul before the interview started, how do you say your name?
Logue. Because
I wasn't sure if it's Loge or Loju or whatever. You never know with these guys from other countries.
That's what I'm saying to you. It's just I see the spelling, but I never know exactly how to pronounce it.
He said it's like Rogue or Vogue. So, Logue.
I'm getting a text from Veronica. She's asking me if Pete Wells can call in.
Fuck no!
I told her.
I don't like Pete.
Of course Pete can call in if he wants.
We don't like Pete Wells.
I said, of course he can call in if he wants.
Well, if she's listening, no fucking way.
Right.
Get a new guitar player and we'll interview that guy.
Right.
We've had Pete on too many times. In fact, get a new singer in Benedictum. We're tired of that one.
And she's got a question for you.
Okay, what's the question?
Will Pittriff, I guess that means you.
Yeah.
Review the CD. After all, you are such a piece of shit.
I'm such a piece of shit, but here, review my shit.
No, she's talking to me.
Oh. Well, Veronica, you've got my phone number, and I'm sure you've got a camera on that phone, and you know the easiest way to convince me to do something.
Yeah. Yes. So will Pittriff be, will there be a Benedictum review on Pittriff?
I don't know. Will there be an interesting photo of Veronica on my phone? We can trade.
Now, if this was some guy, would you say, hey, would there be an interesting picture on my phone?
I don't have an interest in some guy.
Well,
I have an interest in Veronica.
Well, does that preclude you from doing a review of the CD on Pittriff?
I have leverage here. Yes. Yes, let's just be honest. Chastain, Benedictum, Hailstorm, they all know how to get me to write on their records.
Right.
It's very simple. And believe me, it ain't any of the guys in their band.
Right.
Now, of course it's going to be reviewed.
Of course it is.
Of course it will be. I'll be reviewing. I always take care of our friends.
Oh, she called me a dipshit.
Why?
She said a photo is on the way.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm holding to that.
She called me a dipshit.
If there's areola showing, it could be 100 out of 100. I will write just like Matt O'Shaughnessy speaks. This is the most stupendous, unbelievably awesome recording in the history of recorded music.
Right. Nice.
Oh, look at those tits.
So funny.
That guy is a fucking trip.
Who's that?
That Matt O'Shaughnessy guy from WB.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Veronica was asking me if, and not that we're publicists or anything, but I'm sure we could make it happen.
Right.
She absolutely wants to be interviewed by Natalie's World.
I can make that happen.
I know you could.
I'm typing.
What are you doing?
I'm typing. I'm having an intimate conversation with Wicked Cassie.
Oh, okay. Well, getting back to this Paul Logue.
Yes.
You had some extracurricular discussion outside of the interview with him?
Yeah. After the interview was over, it sort of kept going.
Okay.
And it actually started with him talking about knowing you.
Really?
And then it just sort of went somewhere else.
Is it worth playing?
I think we might grab a little nugget or two out of this thing.
Okay, it's basically 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not very long.
Okay, and so why don't you set this up?
It's just basically that. It is literally that, after the interview, we were doing the IDs, and after that, he just asked me out of the blue, and you'll hear it, if I know Wendell. And I was like, oh, you know him? And then it just kind of goes from there and starts just a little jab at Michael Eden.
Right.
The former singer of Eden's Curse.
Was that weird for you to hear this guy ask you this and you go, yeah, he's my partner? And
well, no one has ever asked me.
That's my point. Was it kind of weird?
It was. I was not ready for it. And I was like, oh, okay. But then because he knows where you live, I guess, and he knows where Michael Eden lives.
Sure. Some
comments were made, and then some information that is probably not necessarily supposed to be out there.
Really? So should we play this or not play it?
We should play it.
Okay. So this was post-interview.
Yeah, this is post-interview.
And how did this even come about?
Like I said, he asked about you.
Just straight out. He just like, by the way.
You'll hear it. You'll hear it.
Okay. I didn't listen to any of this, so I have no idea what I'm up for here.
No, you'll hear it here in a second. I mean, literally, he asks about you, and then it just goes somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm curious now. All right. Well, here's Paul Logue of Eden's Curse post-interview with Chris Aiken.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, Paul. Well, good luck with the record, man. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm not just saying that. I really do think it's very, very good. I like it a whole lot better than what you were doing. Not that I didn't like the Michael stuff, but I'm a journey honk, to say the least. So hearing Nick's voice, it really does add something, man. So congratulations, man.
Thank you, Chris. And is the classic metal show the one with Wendell?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Nice.
He brought it up.
I see that now. I didn't hear this prior. Okay, so this is just I'm hearing this for the first time. This is very funny.
Yeah, I did not bring it up at all.
Okay.
Not even in the beginning. Nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, now I'm interested. All right, let's play some more.
Okay, pass my regards on to him and say hello.
Do you know Wendell?
Well, I think we maybe have spoke in the early days. Mike probably tried to get some things happening with him, so we had relations with people. But I think we've had some support over the years from the guys anyway.
Excellent. Well, I will let him know that you said hello.
Which area does that go out in?
Chicago and Ohio. He's in Chicago. I'm in Ohio. So,
good.
But the internet. I mean, obviously with the internet, it's all over the place. And if you want to see how big it's got, I mean, it's actually pretty big these days. If just look up Classic Metal Show on Blabbermouth, and you'll see 900 interviews we get covered.
Wow.
Everything we do gets on there somehow. So.
Great. Okay, I'm sure there'll be somebody falling off a chair in Indiana when that one hits.
Nice. So is this guy like in Sons of Anarchy from Belfast or something?
I think so. He runs the Belfast chapter.
Nice.
Placed the guy that jumped off the building.
Oh, how funny. I'm actually just kind of funny. I find that very just interesting.
Oh, well, it gets a little better.
Okay. Well, we got about 1 minute and 15 seconds of this.
All right.
Well, there might be, but whatever. You know, we'll deal with that when that comes.
the one thing that you never asked me, mate, was none of us read anything that he posts. You know, we really don't care and what he says and what he does. And I do get the odd email from people now and again telling me he's up to this, but in all honesty, you know, it's hot air. You know, it never comes to anything, and I will never know, Chris, what possessed him to this day. But I think, in all honesty, he did us a massive favour.
Well, he did, and he did himself a massive disservice because, as I'm sure he's finding out right now, it is certainly not easy to. It's not easy to start over once you've built the base, because the base will stay with the name regardless of who you are. Just ask David Lee Roth. You know?
I know, indeed. And the fact is, you know, that Eden isn't even his real name as well. So that's when he tried to actually he gave us a bill for $5,000 to buy it off him, and we says, "Dude, it's a stage name. You made it up after we named the band, so fuck off."
Wow.
Nice. Well, Paul,
Okay, man.
good luck with
Thanks.
it, man, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks for your time, Chris. Take care.
Sure, you too, Paul.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. So how do you go from Michael St. Allen to Michael Eden?
How funny is that?
Yeah. He's like, he made that up after the name of the band.
Yeah.
So the band, so of course the perception there is that Eden was named after Michael Eden, but in reality, Eden came after the band Eden's Curse.
That's right.
So Michael St. Allen came after Eden's Curse.
Right.
Gotcha.
That was good, right?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny that the guy used my first name too.
I know. That's what got me, was that he just, it was like you were old buds, and I was like, this guy's in fucking Scotland.
Yeah.
I don't know where your paths would have crossed,
Sure.
but I was like, okay. I mean, it's not like your name is John. That's could be easily mistaken, for 50 other Johns.
Sure. Wow, that's very interesting.
I thought you might like that.
I thought that was very funny.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I found that very interesting. CMS Chipper says, I'm lost.
Why is he lost?
He apparently is not following what's going on here.
Well, whatever. Maybe if you'd listened to the whole show, dickhead, you wouldn't be. Christ.
Well, very good.
Jump into the show halfway through and then you want to recap? Shut up.
Sure. So should I be expecting a visit from Michael St. Allen, i.e. Michael Eden?
He might. He might come over and, why'd you fucking badmouth me, dude?
I didn't badmouth anybody. I'm just listening to what was being said.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Well, I'm sure if Michael Eden, St. Allen, whatever his name is, had his way, we wouldn't even interview Paul Logue.
Well, apparently the Metal Madman had a problem with him as well.
He did. He had a big problem, and I guess Michael Eden backed off, but Metal Madman called him out and just fucking launched on him. It was
He
great.
did like a 20-minute tirade on him.
Yeah. Love the Metal Madman. He's a ranting fool.
Yeah, well, he's got nothing to lose.
No, he's like us. He doesn't give a shit.
Which reminds me,
Yeah.
our friend the V, and when I say friend, I truly mean friend.
Mm-hmm.
She basically verbalized to me again how she wishes she could do what we do.
She could.
She
She's not
can,
being
but
kisses.
well, no, it's not that. It's just that like you guys are just so brutally honest. I wish I could do what you do.
Why can you not be honest?
Well, because of the concern of offending people who might be future clients. I don't know.
Stop it. You know what? Stevie Rochelle is brutally honest. Stevie Rochelle has seen no loss in business. None. From when he admitted he was in Metal Sludge.
Sure.
No loss in business.
Right.
Why? Because people went from maybe respecting him to fearing him a little bit.
Right.
You set yourself up a good foundation, then you know not to fuck up.
Right. And the thing is people respect honesty.
Yeah. I mean, look, we're honest always with these bands. And we tell these guys when we don't like their stuff.
Right.
And you know what? None of them write us off. We've
No.
not had a single band say, well, fuck you for giving us a bad review.
Right.
Closest we came was Jan Keeneman, who hated me for writing a bad review.
That is true. And can you elaborate on the email you got last week?
I can. I got an email from Janet Gardner
Of Vixen?
of Vixen, who apparently heard us talking, I guess, about Jan passing away and rehashing the story of her getting knocked the fuck out. And let me find the email here real fast.
She basically said, I want to come on your show and clear the air.
Yeah.
So Janet Gardner of Vixen was intrigued, for at least that's how I interpret it, by what was being said, and said, I want to come on.
Yeah, she wants to come on and talk. It's not in this account. I forget which account it was in, but let's see. I'll read it. I mean, it's short. It's just a little Janet. Where you at, Janet?
No, she says, "Hi guys. That crap never happened on the Voices of Metal tour. If you were interested in the real reason Roxy and I left the tour, contact me.
Yeah.
I'll thank Piercy the next time I see him, Janet Gardner."
Whoa, did I just get a pair of tits in the mail? All right, I'm thinking this CD review is going to be about a 96 out of 100.
Look at Psycho Postman. Is Janet's jaw well enough to talk? Jeez.
That's funny.
Really?
I would hope it healed in 5 years.
No, it's been 10 years, dude.
I would hope even more.
It's 12, actually 11 years. I think that was like 2001. 2000.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was 2001. So it's been 12 years.
That's great.
Wow. Nice.
I got things going on everywhere. You're talking to me. I just got an accepted marriage proposal from Wicked Cassie, and I got a picture of Veronica's boobies.
Nice.
All fucking last minute. Wow.
Look at you.
I'm a player. Holy smokes.
Wait a minute. Chipper, you're not even following this. She says after, you mean Jan Keeneman.
Yeah.
Okay, not Janet. Okay, I got you. It's not that she has to defend anything. She could have been straight up and said that never happened during our interview.
Yeah.
And cleared the air immediately, but instead she danced around it for every interview after our interview.
Yeah, to kind of prove that we think it did happen.
Yeah, we think it did happen because she never once refuted it. Ever.
No, never did.
Oh, where'd you hear that? Oh, no. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll definitely have Janet on.
So did you reach out to her?
I did today.
Okay.
So I haven't heard back yet.
All right. Well, maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll see what we can.
I think that would be fun.
Don't you just love that we're now like the fucking hub of controversy?
It's just like you guys.
Go ahead.
I hear it all the time. It's you guys. Like it's like why does it matter what we say? Why does it matter?
It doesn't. It doesn't, but people get offended. And you know what? Look, Janet wants to come on and tell her side of the story. I'm fine with that.
I would love to have Janet on. I've never had her on the show.
I have no problem. And look, even if her side is completely different than what we heard, so be it. We weren't there.
No, I didn't see it happen. And if she wants to come in and say this is what happened, I would love to hear the story.
You know what I'd love to do? Get Piercy on the line too.
That would be funny.
That would be the fucking best.
It's like, dude, did that actually happen? Did you see that?
Yeah.
But why would he tell us that story if it didn't happen?
Well, again, that's why I'd love to have him on.
Because he basically volunteered that.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't go probing for it. We had no idea.
He just like, oh man, during that tour.
Yeah. See, that's the audio you need to dig up.
Yeah.
You really need to dig that audio up, though, now that she's going to call us out on it. We need to have that audio read. That's your homework assignment, sir.
I will look it up. You know me, I keep everything.
So I'm saying find that interview, and we should be able to, play it for her and let her hear it. And then, at least, not saying that she won't be mad at us anyway, but at least she'll hear that it wasn't us making up a rumor.
Well, again, we don't make shit up.
No, we don't. But, people don't believe that either. People just think that, people misinterpret so much shit. Just like the Crimson Glory thing back a couple years ago. Remember that? And the guy was going to sue us and blah, 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 blah. Because I said that the guy drank himself to death.
Right.
And it's like, well, let's see. The guy got busted 6 months earlier, or a year earlier, for a DWI. He died of liver failure.
And liver and kidney failure.
Yeah, so, you know what? You're right. Maybe he didn't die of drinking himself to death. Maybe those things were natural cause.
Yeah, okay.
And the DWI was just a somewhat of a sidebar.
Sure.
And the fact that he got kicked out of several projects
because of an alcohol related problem.
Because of some sort of a substance problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he didn't.
Right.
Get real. All these guys, man, they all get so sensitive. Jesus Christ. At least we're talking about your dumb bands.
Well, the thing is, and the thing I hate it worse than anything, and especially the verbiage.
Yeah.
He had demons.
He had demons. Shut up.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy loved the bottle.
Yeah.
Stop with the demons already. It's just stop it already.
Yeah, he liked to drink. Hell, I like to drink. Eventually, I'm going to die of cirrhosis of the liver.
Well, speaking of that, I was watching, and I know you know who this comedian is, Bill Hicks.
Oh, yeah.
There's a documentary out there on Bill Hicks.
Okay.
And about his life.
Sure.
And this guy died of pancreatic cancer.
Okay, what causes that?
Well, drinking.
Okay.
Well, during a stint during his young career, and again, I don't know if that was the cause, but he died of pancreatic cancer.
Okay.
But there was a time there where he smoked and drank like a fiend.
Right.
And everybody was just like, dude, really? You just you're just like totally killing yourself.
Right.
But I don't know if that was the cause. Obviously, I'm not a physician. I wasn't there or whatever. But this guy, according to the documentary, he basically was loaded all the time for a couple, 3 years.
Okay.
And he smoked like crazy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And he contracted, however it happens, pancreatic cancer, and he died at the age of 32.
Oof. Now, I'm hoping that because I had such a long period where I didn't really drink a whole lot, that I'm good. Because I know I tend to pollute a lot. But even that, I don't really drink as much as I was. I mean, that first year after the divorce, I was drinking a ton, but I have actually slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah, but this guy was drinking day and night.
Yeah, all day, all night.
Yeah,
sure.
for years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Patrick Swayze, he died from pancreatic cancer.
Did he?
Yeah.
You think he was a drunk?
I don't know, but I know that he smoked like a chimney.
Okay.
So, anything like that. Again, I don't know if that's what caused it, but
yeah.
That can't help it.
No, definitely can't.
So anyway, I watched the Bill Hicks documentary, and it was very interesting. Guy was just very young, 32 years old when he died.
That's crazy.